Let me tell you something that most people do not think about until it is already working against them. As we age, the colors we choose to wear can either lift us up or quietly weigh us down. Most people think aging gracefully is all about skincare routines or diet plans. While those things matter, what you wear, and more specifically, the colors you choose, can have a surprisingly powerful effect on how old or young you appear. Yes, colors have that kind of influence, and once you reach 65 and beyond, the impact becomes more pronounced. As a doctor who has spent over 3 decades working with seniors, I can tell you without hesitation that the colors we wrap ourselves in carry not just energy, but perception. They influence how others see us and how we see ourselves. And the science backs it up. Let us begin with black. Now, black is often considered the go-to color. It is slimming, sophisticated, and simple. But after 65, black can do more harm than good. Why? Because it creates harsh contrasts against skin that naturally becomes paler and loses some of its youthful glow. Studies on color and aging have shown that dark, saturated colors like black can emphasize shadows under the eyes, deepen the appearance of wrinkles, and make the skin look dull. In a study published in the Journal of Fashion, Marketing, and Management, older adults reported feeling less alive and more tired when they wore darker colors for extended periods. And it is not just about how others see you, it is about how you feel in your own skin. Black, once a symbol of elegance, can become a cloak of heaviness after 65. Instead, reach for soft navy, gentle charcoals, or even dusty plums. These colors offer depth without the harshness. They keep your look grounded, but bring warmth back to your face. Then there is beige. Ah, yes, the favorite of many seniors. It is neutral, quiet, and easy to match. But beige can wash you out. The loss of pigment in your skin over time makes you more vulnerable to being overshadowed by such flat, lifeless tones. A clinical observation by dermatologists in the American Academy of Dermatology revealed that individuals over 65 who wore beige and similar muted tones looked consistently more fatigued compared to those who wore lively mid-tone colors. Beige tends to blend too closely with the undertones of aging skin, causing the face to lose its natural contours. It erases you. Instead of beige, try warm taupe, soft blush, or light coral. These colors bring a healthy flush to your skin without being too loud. They whisper youth instead of silencing you. Let me talk to you about mustard yellow. It might seem like a bold choice, something with character, and it is. But after 65, mustard yellow can be tricky. The yellow undertones in aging skin become more visible, especially in people with liver spots or uneven pigmentation. Mustard yellow, instead of providing contrast, tends to mirror those tones, making age spots more noticeable. A joint study from the Color Research and Application Journal and a team of gerontologists found that warm yellows ranked lowest among colors that enhance the perception of vitality in older adults. What should you try instead? Go for buttery yellows or pastel tones like daffodil. They brighten without amplifying the wrong features. A soft sunshine yellow can make your eyes sparkle again. Next is olive green. Now, I know many older people love olive. It feels earthy and mature. But this is precisely the problem. Olive green can give a sallow undertone to your skin, especially if you have lost some of that rosy complexion that youth naturally gives. Olive can pull your face downward, make your eyes look tired, and your skin look dull. I had a patient named Rose, 83 years old, who came in regularly wearing olive cardigans. Her daughter brought in a soft seafoam green scarf one day and draped it over her shoulders. Everyone, even the nurse at the front desk, commented on how fresh she looked. She smiled differently that day. That is the power of a good color. Switch olive green for colors like mint, teal, or even sage. These greens are still grounded, but have enough vibrancy to lift your skin tone and your spirit. Then comes gray, not silver, mind you. Gray, that cold, flat gray, the kind that mimics overcast skies. It might seem clean and modern, but it is emotionally draining. In color psychology, gray is considered a neutral that brings emotional distance. That might be fine on a design board, but not on your body when you are aging. Especially when your hair turns gray too, This color makes everything blend into one monochromatic blur. In a British study published by Psychology and Aging, elderly participants reported feeling more invisible and withdrawn when dressed in all gray outfits. Instead, go for pearl white, soft lavender gray, or even icy blue. These alternatives reflect light toward your face and make your skin appear more hydrated and alive. Lastly, let me warn you about bright red. This might surprise you. Red is powerful, it is energetic, but there is a line. Bright, fire engine red is an attention seeker that often overwhelms the delicate features that come with aging. It can clash with thinning lips, broken capillaries, or skin that has lost volume. Bright red demands attention in a way that can feel aggressive, not graceful. I once had a conversation with a fashion psychologist who told me that after a certain age, red needs to be handled like a fine spice. Just a touch is invigorating. Too much, and it overpowers the whole dish. Choose instead a deep berry or a rich wine. These are still reds, but they respect your age and elevate it. Now, I do not say these things to shame your wardrobe or drain your joy. Far from it. My purpose is to open your eyes to something empowering. You are still very much in control of how you present yourself to the world. You are still allowed to look alive, fresh, and radiant. You just need to choose colors that serve you. Clothing is not just about fabric, it is about energy. It is about giving people a hint of your story before you even say a word. Wearing the wrong colors can mute your presence. Wearing the right ones can make you feel like yourself again. More than that, they can make you feel better. Color affects mood. This is not speculation, it is science. Numerous studies have shown that wearing uplifting colors can elevate serotonin levels and reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. So when you wear colors that complement your changing skin tone, you are not just looking younger, you are feeling younger too. And let us not forget one more thing. People look at your face more than anything else. That is where your memories live, your emotions, your laughter lines and wisdom. The colors you wear near your face, your scarf, your blouse, your jacket should bring that face to life, not dim it, not bury it. So if you are standing in front of your closet, wondering what to keep and what to let go, think about this. Ask yourself, does this color give me energy or does it take it away? Does it reflect who I am now or who I used to be? There is no shame in change. There is strength in adaptation. Just as your body needs different nutrients now, your skin needs different colors now. Think of it as a new beginning, a way to reintroduce yourself to the world, not as someone hiding from age, but as someone embracing it with open arms and intelligent choices. After all, the goal is not to look 20 again. The goal is to look vibrant at 70, 80, or 90. To let the world see the fire that still lives in you. To honor your journey without dressing like you have given up. So take off the black that makes your eyes look sunken. Fold away the beige that makes you disappear. Say goodbye to the mustard yellow and olive green that highlight the wrong shadows. And reach for the colors that breathe life back into you. Soft rose, deep lavender, sky blue, gentle jade. These are your allies now. They will carry your spirit. And the best part? When you walk into a room wearing the right color, people may not know exactly why you look so good, but they will feel it, and so will you. That, my dear friend, is the quiet magic of wearing the right colors after 65. It is not vanity, it is wisdom. Are you dressing for your age or for your spirit? Let me ask you a question that might seem simple at first, but it carries a weight far beyond the surface. Are you dressing for your age, or are you dressing for your spirit? Because the difference between the two can shape not only how others see you, but how you feel when you wake up, get dressed, and step into your day. I have spoken with hundreds of older adults, some in their 60s, others well into their 80s and beyond. And I can tell you with every conversation that the clothes people wear often say more about how they feel inside than what number shows up on their birth certificate. Now let us be honest. Society places invisible rules on aging. Somewhere along the way, it decided that people over a certain age should fade into neutrals, wear safe cuts, hide their knees, soften their voices, and dim their light. These rules are not written in any book, but they are felt in department stores, in magazines, in the way younger people react when an older woman wears a bold color or a man wears something unconventional for his age. But here is what I want you to remember. Age is not a sentence. It is a season. And like every season, it has its own beauty. But only if you allow yourself to live in it fully, fully seen, fully expressed, fully you. A recent study from the University of Kent in the United Kingdom found that older adults who wore clothing that reflected their personality and inner vitality had higher levels of self-esteem, stronger social engagement, and even improved cognitive performance. That is not just fashion talk. That is neuroscience. That is psychology. That is evidence that when we dress in ways that align with our spirit, our joy, our curiosity, our desire to still be part of this world, we stay sharper, feel stronger, and age more gracefully. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, Mrs. Lillian. She is 77, lives alone, and every Tuesday she wears a bright turquoise shawl with a little flower pin on her collar. One day I asked her why she wore it so often. She smiled and said, "Because it reminds me of the ocean, and I haven't seen the ocean in years. But when I wear this, I feel like I can still walk along the shore in my mind." That, my friend, is dressing for your spirit. It is not about trying to look younger. It is about honoring what still makes your heart beat faster. We often confuse dressing for our age with dressing to disappear, as if maturity should come with quiet colors, boxy clothes, and safe shoes. But dressing for your spirit means choosing things that awaken something inside you. It means asking yourself, how do I want to feel today? And then picking clothes that support that answer. Some days that might mean soft fabrics and warm tones. Other days it might mean bright earrings or a scarf that dances in the wind when you walk. Spirit has no age, and your clothes should reflect that truth. Now let us look at the science again. Research from the Journal of Aging Studies published a paper that examined how clothing choices impact mental wellness in older adults. The study found that those who maintained a playful, expressive approach to their wardrobe reported a stronger sense of control over their daily lives. They were also more likely to try new activities and maintain their independence longer. Why? Because when you dress like you are still curious, still engaged, still reaching for life, your brain and body respond accordingly. You start to believe it. And belief, especially in our later years, is everything. Another common misconception is that dressing for your spirit means ignoring your age completely. That is not what I am saying. Your age is part of your story. It should be embraced, not hidden. But it should not be the only part of your story. You can honor your age without being confined by it. You can wear clothes that are comfortable and flattering and joyful and expressive. The key is to shift from asking, "What should someone my age wear?" to "What helps me feel alive?" Because that feeling of aliveness, that spark, is the best anti-aging secret there is. There was a fascinating project done in the Netherlands where a group of seniors were invited to create outfits from a wide array of clothing. They were told to choose without any limitations, to dress based on how they wanted to feel, not what they thought was appropriate. The result? Nearly every participant created outfits that surprised even themselves. One woman who usually wore muted skirts chose a red jacket. A man who had worn suits his entire career picked a bright blue cardigan and a cap. When asked how they felt afterward, the most common answer was, "I feel more like myself." That is the point. Dressing for your spirit is not about chasing trends. It is about reconnecting with the colors, textures, and styles that remind you of who you are underneath the roles you have played: parent, worker, caregiver, patient. It is about reclaiming that quiet voice inside that says, "I still matter." And let me tell you, that voice needs to be heard now more than ever. Because too many older adults start shrinking, physically, emotionally, socially, when the world stops paying attention. But you do not have to shrink. You can expand, and your clothes can help you do that. I remember another patient, George, 81, a retired teacher who used to love wearing bow ties. After his wife passed, he stopped. One day during our appointment, I asked him about them. He shrugged and said, "I guess I thought there was no one left to notice." I told him, "George, you are still here. You still notice, and that's enough." The next time I saw him, he wore a green paisley bow tie. His whole posture had changed, not because of the tie itself, but because he remembered something about himself that had been buried under grief and time. So ask yourself, are you dressing in a way that reflects the person you have become and the person you still are inside? Or are you dressing the way you think you are supposed to fit into someone else's version of what 70, 80, or 90 looks like? Do not let the mirror be your judge. Let your heart be the guide. Let your spirit be the voice that chooses the color, the fabric, the shape. Because the body may age, but the spirit remains timeless. And here is the truth. The world needs to see you fully, colorfully, authentically, not the toned-down version, not the version that feels safe, but the one that still dances when the music plays. So open your closet tomorrow morning. Look at what is hanging there and ask not, is this age appropriate? But instead, is this me? If it is not, it is time to make a change. Because when you start dressing for your spirit, life has a way of showing up brighter, clearer, and more beautiful than ever.